Advanced Vocabulary Development Ages 16 plus PSAT 9 SAT 9 GRE 9 Word List 1 Group 1 Notes Abhor hate. Bigot narrow-minded, prejudiced person. Counterfeit fake, false. Enfranchise give voting rights. Hamper hinder, obstruct. Kindle to start a fire. Noxious harmful, poisonous, lethal. Placid calm, peaceful. Remuneration payment for work done. Talisman lucky charm. Group 2 Notes abrasive rough, coarse, harsh. Bilk cheat, defraud. Covered hidden, undercover. Engender cause. Hangar storage area, like garage, for a plane. Naughty complex, difficult to solve. Nuance something subtle, a fine shade of meaning. Plagiarism taking credit for someone else's writing or ideas. Renown fame. Tangent going off the main subject. Group 3 Notes abasement humiliation, degradation. Billowing swelling, fluttering, waving. Cower recoil in fear or servility, shrink away from. Enhance improve, make better or clearer. Harangue noisy, attacking speech. Labyrinth amaze. Nullify to counter, make unimportant. Plaintiff petitioner, in court of law. Replete full. Tangible can be touched. Group 4 Notes abrogate cancel, deny, repeal. Blasphemy speech which offends religious sentiments. Credible believable. Enigma puzzle, mystery. Harbingers indicators, bringers of warnings. Labyrinthine complicated, highly convoluted. Nuzzle cuddle, snuggle. Plotted statement giving strong praise. Reprehensible shameful, very bad. Tardy slow, late, overdue, delayed. Group 5 Notes absolution forgiveness, pardon, release. Blatant obvious. Creditable praiseworthy. Ensconce establish firmly in a position. Hasten hurry, accelerate, rush. Laceration a cut. Obdurate stubborn. Plausible can be believed, reasonable. Reprieve a respite, postponement of a sentence. Tawdry of little value, gaudy. Group 6 Notes abstain desist, go without, withdraw. Blighted damaged, destroyed, ruined. Credulous gullible, ready to believe anything. Enshroud cover. Haughtiness arrogance, pride. Lachrymose tearful, sad. Obfuscate deliberately make something difficult to understand. Plethora and excess. Repudiate shun, eschew. Tedium boredom. Group 7 Notes abstemia self-denying, refraining from indulging. Blithe free-spirited, carefree. Crepuscular active at dawn and dusk. Enunciation clear pronunciation, accent, articulation. Headstrong stubborn, willful. Lackluster dull, monotonous, bland. Objective unbiased, not subjective. Pliable flexible, not stubborn. Rescind retract, repeal. Temper to moderate, soften. Group 8 Notes abstruse difficult to understand, obscure. Blunderbuss 1. Ancient weapon, type of gun, 2. A clumsy person. Cringe recoil, flinch, shy away. Envenom to cause bitterness and bad feeling. Hedonism self-indulgence, pleasure-seeking. Laconic using few words, brief, to the point. Oblique indirect, slanting. Plumage feathers of a bird. Resignation acceptance of fate. Tenacious stubborn, resolute, holding firm to a purpose. Group 9 Notes accolade tribute, honor, praise. Bolster support, prop up. Cryptic puzzling, enigmatic. Ephemeral short-lived. Hedonist a pleasure seeker. Lamentation expression of regret or sorrow. Obliterate destroy, demolish, eradicate. Plummet fall suddenly and steeply. Resolution determination. Tentative not certain. Group 10 Notes acquiesce to agree to, give into. Bombast arrogant, pompous language. Curtail cut short. Epicure someone who appreciates good food and drink. He'd listen to. Lampoon ridicule, spoof. Oblivious totally unaware. Podium raised platform. Resonant echoing. Tenuous flimsy, not solid. Advanced Vocabulary Development Ages 16 plus PSAT 9 SAT 9 GRE 9 Word List 2 Group 1 Notes acrid sharp, pungent, used of smells and tastes. Boorish ill-mannered. Cynical believing that people act only out of selfish motives. Epistle a letter, form of communication. Heresy against orthodox opinion. Lance spear, spike, javelin. Obscure difficult to understand, partially hidden. Poignant deeply moving, strongly affecting the emotions. Respite a break, intermission. Terse concise, to the point. Group 2 Notes acrophobia fear of heights. Bourgeois middle class. Debility weakness, incapacity. Epistolary concerned with letters, through correspondence. Hiatus interruption, pause. Languid tired, slow. Obscured hidden, covered, buried. Poised calm, collected, self-possessed. Resplendent shining, glowing. Therapeutic medicinal, curative. Group 3 notes acuity sharpness, mental or visual. Braggart someone who boasts. Debunking exposing false claims or myths. Epitomized typified, characterized, personified. Hidebound rigid in opinions. Languish decay, fade away, get weaker. Obsequious servile, submissive. Polemical causing debate or argument. Restorative atonic. Thwart prevent, frustrate. Group 4 notes adamant forceful, inflexible. Brawny muscular. Decathlon an athletic competition with 10 events. Equivocate speak ambiguously, avoid telling the truth. Hieroglyphics 1. Picture writing, 2. Writing which is difficult to read or enigmatic. Larceny theft, robbery, stealing. Obsession a dominating concern. Ponderous weighty, slow and heavy. Retention preservation, withholding. Timorous cowardly, fearful. Group 5 notes adroit skillful. Brevity being brief. Decorum dignified, correct behavior decorous, a. Err make a mistake. Hinder obstruct. Largest generosity. Obsolete no longer valid. Pontificate speak pompously or dogmatically. Reticent restrained, holding something back, uncommunicative. Tirade stream of verbal abuse. Group 6 notes adulation strong admiration, worship. Bristle to show irritation. Decoy lure, trap, trick. Erratic wandering, irregular. Histrionic theatrical, exaggerated. Laud praise. Obstreperous noisy and boisterous. Portend foretell. Retraction withdrawal, cancellation of a statement. Titter giggle quietly. Group 7 notes adversity hardship. Broach start to discuss, approach. Deference respect. Esoteric obscure and difficult to understand. Hoary old. Lavish on a grand scale, wasteful. Obtuse mentally dull. Portent a warning sign, omen. Revere worship. Tome large book. Group 8 notes advocate support. Brusque blunt, abrupt. Defoliate cause leaves to fall off. Espouse promote, take up, support. Hone sharpen, increase, wet. Lax careless, not strict. Obviate avoid, make unnecessary. Poser someone who puts on an act. Riddled full of, usually full of holes. Torpid inactive, lazy, stagnant. Group 9 notes aesthetic concerning art or beauty. Bulwark fortification, barricade, wall. Defunct no longer in existence. Etymology the study of word origins. Hyperbole grossly exaggerated speech. Legend 1. Key to map, 2. Myth or story. Odious hateful. Posterity future generations. Rive common. Torpor dormancy, sluggishness, inactivity. Group 10 notes affable friendly, social, easygoing. Bureaucracy officialdom. Degradation deprivation, poverty, debasement. Eulogy praise. Hypochondriac a person obsessed with health, having imaginary illnesses. Legion in large numbers. Officious domineering, intrusive, meddlesome. Posthumous after death. Rigor thoroughness. Totter walk unsteadily. Advanced vocabulary development ages 16 plus PSAT 9 SAT 9 GRE 9 word list 3 group 1 notes alacrity eagerness, enthusiasm, quickness. Virgin grow, flourish, put forth new shoots. Deleterious harmful. Euphemism a polite phrase to cover something unpleasant. Hypocritical insincere. Lethargic tired, without energy. Ogle stare at, observe in an obvious manner. Postulate hypothesize, propose. Robust strong, healthy, tough. Tractable obedient, dutiful, polite. Group 2 notes alchemy medieval chemistry, attempt to change base metal into gold. Burnish Polish. Deliberate to think over deeply. Euphony pleasant sounds. Iconoclast person who opposes orthodoxy. Levity flippancy, joking about serious matters. Olfactory concerned with the sense of smell. Potable suitable for drinking. Rotund round. Tranquil peaceful. Group 3 notes alibi an excuse that shows someone was not at a crime scene. Buttress strengthen, support. Delineation demarcation, explanation, definition, outlining. Evacuate vacate, empty, abandon. Idiosyncrasy a personal peculiarity, something unique to an individual. Libertarian someone who opposes tyranny. Ominous threatening. Potent powerful, compelling, strong. Ruminate, think over something, ponder. Transcribe, copy. Group 4 notes a lay to lesson. Byline, the line that tells you who wrote an article. Demur, hesitate, refuse. Exacerbate, make worse. Ignominious, shameful. Liniment, soothing lotion. Omnipotent, all-powerful. Pragmatic, practical. Ruse, trick, stratagem. Transgress, go astray, disobey, commit a sin. Group 5 notes alleviate, make less severe. Cacophony, discordant, loud noises. Denounce, condemn, speak out against. Exasperated, frustrated, annoyed. Ignominy, shame, ignominious, equals shameful. Lithe, flexible, supple. Omniscient, all-knowing. Pragmatist, practical person, one who is concerned with usefulness. Saccharine, falsely sweet. Transient, short-lived, ephemeral. Group 6 notes aloof, distant, detached, cold. Cajole, coax. Deplete, use up, lessen. Exceptionable, very bad, something which we should object to. Illuminate, to light up or make clear. Livid, very angry. Onerous, burdensome, hard to undertake. Preamble, introductory material. Sacrosanct, very holy, inviolable. Traverse, to move across. Group 7 notes altruism, putting others first, being self-sacrificing. Cauldron, huge cooking pot. Deplore, regret. Exculpate, free someone from blame, pardon, acquit. Illusory, deceptive, false, misleading. Lobbyist, person who tries to persuade someone to support a particular cause. Onus, burden. Precarious, unstable, risky. Sagacious, wise. Trepidation, fear. Group 8 notes amass, accumulate. Callow, immature. Depravity, moral corruption. Execrable, very, very bad. Immoderate, excessive, extreme. Lofty, snooty, arrogant, haughty. Opaque, does not let light through. Precedent, a previous occurrence used as a guide. Sage, a wise person. Trinket, something of little value, knick-knack. Group 9 notes ambiguity, uncertainty, vagueness. Candid, frank, honest. Deprecate, criticize, denounce. Exegesis, scholarly explanation or interpretation. Immutable, unchanging, permanent. Longevity, long life. Opulent, wealthy, rich, magnificent. Precept, guiding principle. Salacious, lecherous, erotic. Trite, unoriginal, dull. Group 10 notes ambiguous, unclear in meaning, can be interpreted in different ways. Candor, frankness, openness. Deride, ridicule, make fun of, mock. Exemplary, outstandingly good, setting a fine example. Impartial, unbiased, neutral. Loquacious, talkative. Ordain one. Destine, 2. Confer holy orders on a priest. Precinct, district of a city. Sallow, yellowish. Trivial, unimportant. Advanced vocabulary development, ages 16 plus, PSAT 9, SAT 9, GRE 9. Word list 4. Group 1 notes ambivalence, lack of clarity, wavering, being undecided. Cantankerous, bad-tempered, quarrelsome. Derogatory, uncomplimentary. Exemplify, to serve as a good example. Impecunious, having no money. Lucid, clear. Ornate, highly decorated. Precipice, steep slope. Salubrious, health-giving. Truant, cheerkeeper, someone absent without permission. Group 2 notes ambulatory, able to walk around, used of hospital patients. Capacious, spacious. Desecrate, to damage or pollute a holy place. Exhaustive, complete and thorough. Impious, wicked, profane. Ludicrous, ridiculous, silly. Orthodox, conventional. Precipitous, done in a hurry. Salutary, something which teaches you a lesson, beneficial. Truncate, cut short. Group 3 notes ameliorate, make better. Capitulate, surrender, give into. Desecration, spoiling something holy. Exonerates, acquits, absolves, removes blame. Impoverished, destitute, poor. Lukewarm 1. Unenthusiastic, 2. Neither hot nor cold. Ossify 1. Turn to bone, 2. Become fixed and rigid. Preclude, prevent or make impossible. Sanctimonious, hypocritically holy. Tumult, uproar, noise. Group 4 notes amelioration, improvement. Carping, constant criticism. Desist, stop, discontinue, cease. Exorcism, getting free / rid of, eliminating, especially demons. Impromptu, unrehearsed, spontaneous. Lummox, clumsy person. Ostentatious, showy. Precocious, developing early. Sanction, give approval to. Turpitude, depravity. Group 5 notes amiable, friendly. Cartographer, person who makes maps. Despondent, having no hope, miserable. Expatriate, refugee, emigrant, someone living away from his own country. Inadvertent, not intentional. Luscious, juicy, moist, succulent. Oust, push out of a position. Predecessor, one who came before. Sanguinary, bloodthirsty, bloody. Tyro, novice, beginner. Group 6 notes: amity, friendship. Castigate, scold strongly. Destitution, hardship, poverty, misery. Expedient, convenient, practical. Incantation, chant, invocation, prayer. Lynch, assassinate, kill, illegal hanging. Overt, obvious, not hidden. Predicament, dilemma, difficult situation. Sanguine, optimistic, cheerful. Ubiquitous, found everywhere, omnipresent. Group 7 notes: amorphous, lacking in shape. Catharsis, purging of pent-up emotions. Deter, put off, prevent. Expedite, make faster. Incarceration, putting in prison. Machinations, plots and plans. Overwrought, worked up, in an emotional state. Preeminent, famous, outstanding. Sardonic, mocking. Unalloyed, undiluted, total. Group 8 notes: analgesic, medicine to combat pain. Caucus, type of private political meeting. Deteriorate, worsen, decline. Exposition, clear explanation. Incessant, without stopping. Maelstrom, whirlpool, storm in the ocean. Palatable, good to eat, agreeable. Prerogative, right or privilege. Savant, person with knowledge. Unctuous, oily, using excessive flattery. Group 9 notes: analogous, comparable. Caustic, burning. Detrimental, harmful. Extol, praise. Incipient, just beginning. Magnanimous, generous, big-hearted. Palisade, fence made of posts. Prescient, having foreknowledge. Scale, to climb. Undermined, damaged, attacked. Group 10 notes: anarchy, chaos, lack of government. Cavalcade, procession of vehicles. Devoured, greedily eaten/consumed. Extradite, deport from one country back to the home country. Inclination, tendency, a leaning toward. Magnate, powerful businessman. Palliative, a remedy that improves but doesn't cure. Presentiment, a feeling that something might happen. Scapegoat, person on whom blame is placed for faults of others. Underscore, emphasize. Advanced vocabulary development, ages 16 plus, PSAT 9, SAT 9, GRE 9, word list 5, group 1 notes: anecdote, a brief amusing story. Seal, righty, speed. Dexterous, skillful with hands. Extraneous, irrelevant. Incoherent, not clear. Maladroit, clumsy, unskillful. Pallid, pale. Presumptuous, assuming too much, arrogant. Scrupulous, careful, diligent, painstaking. Unequivocal, clear, obvious. Group 2 notes: animosity, hatred, antagonism. Censorious, disapproving, critical. Dichotomy, a division into two parts. Extrapolate, extend, predict on the basis of known data. Incongruous, not fitting in, out of place. Malady, illness. Palpable, easily felt, easily perceived. Pretentious, pompous, self-important. Scrutinize, examine carefully. Unfetter, set free. Group 3 notes: annex, n, a building which is an addition to an existing building. Censure, blame. Didactic, intended to teach, instructive. Extrinsic, irrelevant, on the outside. Inconsequential, unimportant, insignificant, negligible. Malediction, a curse. Panacea, remedy for all ills. Prevaricate, speak misleadingly and evasively. Scuttle, sink. Unfrock, to remove a priest from his position. Group 4 notes: annex, v, take possession of, seize, capture. Cerebral, intellectual. Diffident, lacking confidence. Fallacious, false. Inconspicuous, not easily seen, subtle, not noticeable. Malefactor, a wrongdoer. Paradigm 1. Example, 2. Model, 3. Way of looking at things. Pristine, unspoiled. Seminary, an institution in which priests are trained. Unprecedented, never having happened before. Group 5 notes: anomaly, something which does not fit in a pattern, irregularity. Certitude, certainty. Digress, wander off the subject. Falter, hesitate, waver. Indelible, cannot be wiped out. Mailing or deliberately avoid work, shirk. Paradox, apparently contradictory statement. Proclivity, tendency towards. Sensuous, appealing to the senses. Unscathed, unharmed, intact, without a scratch. Group 6 notes: antagonism, hostility, strong opposition. Charlatan, trickster who claims knowledge he doesn't have. Dike, dam, embankment. Fanatical, obsessive, fixated. Indifferent, 1. Neutral, 2. Not outstanding. Mailing, or a person who deliberately tries to avoid work. Paragon, a perfect example. Procrastinate, delay, put off. Sentinel, guard, sentry. Unwitting, not deliberate, unconscious. Group 7 notes antagonistic opposed, hostile, aggressive. Chary wary of, cautious about, reluctant to give. Dilatory slow, falling behind with one's work. Fanaticism passion, excessive devotion. Indigenous native to a particular area. Malleable flexible, can be shaped. Paramount of supreme importance. Prodigal wasteful, extravagant. Sequester isolate. Upbraid scold, tell off, reprimand. Group 8 notes antediluvian outdated, prehistoric, very old-fashioned. Chastises punishes. Dilemma puzzling situation. Fastidious overly particular, finicky. Indolence laziness. Mallet 1. Wooden hammer, 2. Stick used for polo. Parasite 1. Scrounger, 2. Animal which takes digested food from another. Prodigious very large. Serendipity fortunate coincidence, unsought discovery. Uproarious hilarious, hysterical, very funny. Group 9 notes anthology a book which is a collection of poems or stories. Chicanery trickery. Dilettante person who dabbles in a subject without serious study. Fatuous silly, foolish. Inductee novice, beginner. Manipulatable influenceable, controllable. Parched dried up. Profane unholy. Serene calm, peaceful. Upshot outcome. Group 10 notes anthropocentrism putting man at the center of one's philosophy. Chimerical changeable, unstable. Diligent hard-working. Feasible possible and practicable. Indulgent pampering, satisfying desires. Marred damaged, spoiled. Pariah an outcast from society. Profanity swearing, cursing. Serrated jagged, saw-like. Urbane sophisticated, suave.